Sailors noticed something creepy near their ship, but it was too late. In the dead of night, a group of sailors spotted something eerie drifting near their ship, its shadowy form barely visible through the mist. As they leaned closer to investigate, a chilling realization struck them. But by then, it was already too late to act. What followed was a terrifying encounter they would never forget. In the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, a large ship steadily sailed along its course. An experienced sailor on watch scanned the horizon with a practiced eye. Suddenly, something unusual caught his attention on the starboard side, a strange phenomenon that stood out starkly against the calm, endless blue of the sea. The sailor quickly alerted the captain, who was nearby on the ship's bridge. The captain, a seasoned mariner with gray hair and weathered features, immediately raised his telescope to examine the strange sight. After a moment of careful observation, he made the decision to change course and move closer. The crew on deck stood motionless, their curiosity piqued, eagerly awaiting the answer to the mystery. No one could have anticipated the incredible discovery that awaited them. As the ship approached within 600 feet of the object, the captain initially suspected they had encountered a shoal. However, as they drew closer, it became evident that this was neither a shoal nor a coral reef. To their astonishment, the strange phenomenon turned out to be a massive floating expanse of porous pumice stone, stretching as far as the eye could see. It looked as if a sandy shore had suddenly materialized right in the middle of the water. The crew gazed in amazement at this unprecedented sight. The captain ordered adrift and then scrutinized the pumice field through his telescope. He noticed a narrow strip of clear water winding through the middle of this unusual area. Having decided not to take risks, the captain ordered the crew to direct the ship exactly along this safe strip. The crew held their breath as they found themselves right in the pumice field. The strip of clear water around the ship seemed perfectly safe, but suddenly it began to shrink rapidly. It was a highly unusual and frightening sight that none of the crew had ever seen before. The captain, an experienced navigator, realized that there could not be a second's delay and immediately gave the helmsman the command, full speed ahead. It was necessary to leave this strange field of pumice as quickly as possible. The open water was already visible ahead, and it turned out to be the right decision that saved the lives of the entire crew. As soon as the ship was out of the pumice field, there was a great rumble behind the ship, from which the whole crew covered their ears with their hands. This sharp sound resembled the explosion of a powerful depth bomb underwater. The water on the surface of the ocean literally boiled, scattering stone blocks in all directions. Clouds of steam and ash began to rise from the depths. The ship shook and tilted violently on one side, but still it stood, and the waves rushed in all directions. The crew was horrified to realize that an underwater volcano had begun to erupt. But the most amazing thing was ahead of them. Right in the epicenter of the eruption, in a puff of smoke and steam, a new land began to rise from the depths of the sea. The volcanic vent erupted violently, spewing lava flows that were forming new land right in the middle of the ocean. Before the sailors' astonished eyes, a volcanic island began to take shape just a few dozen feet away. Had the captain not steered the ship out of the danger zone at full speed, they would have been caught in the very epicenter of the eruption, with disastrous consequences. In such a case, the entire crew would have stood little chance of survival. They watched in stunned silence as an incredible spectacle unfolded before them, the birth of a new piece of land. The captain, crossing himself, spoke softly but with deep emotion. What the hell was that? Another couple of minutes, and we'd all have gone straight to the bottom. The sailors were left speechless, unable to fully process the incredible natural phenomenon before them. This unforgettable experience, which narrowly avoided turning into a tragic disaster, would forever be etched in their memories. Each time they recalled that fateful day, one that could have been their last, they would feel their hearts fill with awe and wonder at the boundless marvels of the underwater world. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.